Hi, my name is Andrzej.
And my name is Michael.
And today we are going to discuss a very nice business scenario we have encountered recently. This is multiple interfaces on multiple environments on our cloud platform integration.
And there will be more in the future because there will be new releases after the first one that we are doing at the moment.
Yeah, and the problem we have encountered is actually that for sure there will be lots of iFlows. And this will require lots of connections in SM59. And in this video, we're going to discuss actually how to avoid such situation, make it much more optimal and easy to maintain.
The best possible situation is that we are going to maintain only single connection in SM59 instead of creating multiple ones because of multiple iFlows. Right?
Yeah, and handle all the iFlows in CPI itself.
We'll show you how to do that. So Andrzej, I know that you had an idea of how to approach this topic, right? So how can we actually get rid of multiple connections from SM59?
Yeah, we'll create only one connection per one environment in our CPI system. And we'll create also dispatcher iFlow, is how I call it. And every message will be sent to this one iFlow, and this iFlow will handle the rest of the routing. And the dispatcher will route our messages to the separate iFlows we have created on our CPI tenant.
So can it actually be handled with different interface types, like IDOC-based interfaces, or I don't know, anything else that goes through the HTTP, right?
Yeah, I see two ways of handling this scenario. First one is if we're going to use an HTTP interface, we can use the header fields on our requests.
You mean custom header fields?
Yeah, custom header fields, and this is the one approach, and I will show you this one in a few minutes. So this is the first one. The second one is actually we can handle this in our payload. So for example, if we have an IDOC, we can create, for example, a Z field and get to this Z field via Groovy script or XPath.
But we can we also try to use some standard fields like the ones on the control segment?
Yeah, for sure.
There are a few fields which are basically that can be used for multiple purposes, right?
Yeah, that's even a better idea. Like if there are some fields that are not used, we can use them as well. And just on the CPI, we get to this field in the payload, and this is the value we want to use and route our messages.
I think I'm missing something here. So. Because I still don't understand how are you going to split messages on the CPI.
Okay, so let me show you something. Okay, so this is our dispatcher iFlow. On the left hand side, we have HTTP adapter, which represents our connection in SM59.
Single connection per environment.
Yes, exactly. Only one dispatcher per one environment. And on the right side, you can see all different adapter types which route the payload to the iFlows, right? And then the way we can handle that is when we look at the routers step, you can see that what we are doing is actually we are reading the header field IFTT type, and then basing on the value of this field, which was sent from SAP system, we are going to route our payload to a specific adapter type. And
this is our custom field.
Yeah.
So you had to extend the header. Right?
Yeah, it's very important. Yeah, good you mentioned that. When you go to runtime configuration, you have this field allowed headers. And it's very important to set this field up because
so without it, you won't be able to do the dispatcher, right?
Yeah, in the opposite case, the CPI will not allow our custom headers. And in our case, we have a star, which means we will accept all headers. But of course, you can list them separately.
Okay, Andrzej, but you told me that we can do this dispatcher, and dispatcher will route us to the particular iFlows. And as far as I can see, there are only adapters here. So how does it work?
Well, it's a very smart way, much smarter way of doing that. And what we are doing here actually is that we are using the second header, which will store the destination to our iFlow.
So there will be two different fields on the
Yeah,
header.
two different fields.
One of them will point us to the actual adapter, and the other one will point us to the iFlow.
Yes, exactly. And in this case, we'll not have to list all the iFlows separately and hard code our addresses in the dispatcher.
Okay, show me.
Okay, so as I showed you previously, we have our one header field here on the router block, which will route us to the specific adapter type.
Yeah. So
and this one
the
is
header
called,
field was
yeah,
called type, right?
Type.
Yeah.
Right. But what we can do, we can use the second header field, which will store the address of our iFlow. And we can use it dynamically on the adapter itself. And as you can see, address field here is header IFTT destination. So what we're going to do, we're going to have two headers. One will store the adapter type and the second one will store the address. And in this case, we will handle dynamically all our connections from SAP to the specific iFlows.
Okay, so the configuration is stored on the SAP. So from the SAP, you drive which adapter will be used, as well as which iFlow will be used.
Yes, exactly. And this is much, much easier to maintain than hundreds of connections to 759, right?
Yeah, that's true. Just a single connection,
Yes.
and the customizing on the SAP side.
Yep.
And the CPI knows everything what to do with that.
Yes.
So it looks good, however, I'm just wondering, are there any cons of this approach? Because, well, you have just a dispatcher in the middle,
Yeah.
right? And what about if you have to introduce new interfaces in the future, right? There are new systems coming as a part of the next releases.
Well,
so at some point of time, you will have to extend it, right? Or not really?
Dispatcher, no. Dispatcher itself, no. Unless there are other adapters than HTTP based. For example, SFTP. Dispatcher will not handle this one, that's for sure. But
okay,
in most cases,
because for the new interface, you will have to introduce new iFlow. And you know that you can store the customizing on the SAP side.
Yeah.
So basically, you will send the new address of the new iFlow.
yeah, but dispatcher will stay constant, let's say, for HTTP connection, right?
So it looks that there are no cons of it, right?
Oh yeah.
No disadvantages. Yes.
That's a very good approach. So thank you guys for watching. We hope you will find those ideas useful in your future projects. Let us know what you think in the comments below, and see you in the future.
If you have questions, you can always visit our LinkedIn profiles. Please do so.